Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Haynes here, coming back at you with part 3 of our Saints rebuild. We just took on the Patriots in part 1 in our first preseason game, came out with a big W. So in this one, we are going to come back and try to improve our team a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and head over to the trade center. Mainly going to be focusing on the defense, just because our defense isn't where it needs to be whatsoever. And one position that I really want to fill is middle linebacker. And just like with Le'Veon Bell, the Steelers provide the perfect option for it. And that's the middle linebacker, that is Ryan Shazier. He is such a fast linebacker, and he's only a 460K cap hit. And as you can see, it is our #1 team need. So this is exactly the kind of guy that we need to be going for. And with us acquiring Le'Veon Bell from them earlier, their second need is a halfback. And we've got one that did not impress me very much at all in our first preseason game. So Mark Ingram is going to be shipped out of New Orleans along with these two backup running backs, and we should be bringing in Ryan Shazier to the team, guys. That just completely upgrades our defense a ridiculous amount. And then after that, our second need now, as you can see, is a cornerback. And I'm trying to stay to where we have a lot of cap room available. And so the best way to do that is to go after young players. Now, young players are usually a little bit more expensive, but if you can find the right backup young players like Eli Apple here, who's only an 830K cap hit, they can turn out to be stars with their development. And at the end of the season, this guy's probably going to turn out to be a middle 80s kind of guy. So I am perfectly okay with taking a 78 overall corner right here. So Eli Apple, we're going to go ahead and try to pick him up. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I want to offer these guys for him yet. I know that they need a left tackle, but I really don't want to give up a left tackle because, like I said earlier, or like we did in last rebuilding, we kind of just started to solidify our line. So I kind of want to see if we could avoid doing that. But I do see that they are in need of a middle linebacker, and with Shazier, we're freeing up positions to where that we have to trade away. So Craig Robertson, who was going to be our starter going into the season, is now going to be traded away to the Giants, along with, as they need a tight end, we might try to throw maybe I don't even know how to say this guy's name. Sorry for if you're a fan of his, but we're going to try to throw him in, and I know that they're not going to take this. It's probably going to be semi-close. It's semi-close. I am willing to give up a draft pick for this, but I'm not giving up a very high one. So let's see if maybe this 2018 fifth rounder can do it for us. Oh, it doesn't. Man, that kind of hurts. Okay, we're going to put in the 2018 third rounder, but we have got to get some sort of pick back out of this. Let's see if we can get their fourth for next year with Eli Apple. And that trade offer was accepted. So really all we lost was a round in next year's draft. We went from a third to a fourth, a second string middle linebacker, and a third string tight end for a good young corner who's going to be the highlight on this team as of right now. Again, pretty much same thing in mind. We're going to go ahead and head over to the Buccaneers, as they've got another good young corner that we can go ahead and try to take off their hands and improve our secondary. Only a 74 overall, but like I said, with Eli Apple, there's a very, very good chance that these guys are going to go and skyrocket in their overall. And so, once again, not 100% sure what I want to send over for him. I don't want to give up too much, man. Let's see. Left outside line. Are they interested in this guy? He's a young guy, so I don't know. He's so young, man. But we could get a better left outside linebacker. So let's see. They are interested in him. But they're probably, oh, let's just see if they'll take it straight up. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Yeah, they didn't take it straight up. What else do you need? A corner. Let's see if we can give them someone like Crowley here. It got a lot closer. I don't know why I just took him off. I didn't mean to do that. And then maybe we can try to do a contract dump with Jarius Byrd, and maybe they'll accept that to get $6 million off our cap hit, and they do. So we just got $6 million off of our cap hit. So really, I see this as a win just by getting that $6 million off, and we get a nice young corner that obviously will develop quickly, as it said under his thing. And so, man, I am perfectly okay with all three of these trades that just went through. Let's go ahead and take a final look at what the roster is now. That kind of, well, Von Bell's pretty good, so we might not need a free safety yet. But we're going to go ahead and we are going to put Hargraves at corner number 2. Especially just for the preseason, to try to give him as much experience as possible. That way we can go and upgrade him and hopefully shoot up his overall. And so now we have 2 young corners, both rookie corners, highlighting our defense, along with a young middle linebacker that is just a speed beast, man. So I'm liking the way the team's coming together. The offense is already pretty, I really have no problems with this offense whatsoever. We could maybe bring in a 4th receiver eventually, but he would not have to be a superstar, so we wouldn't have to give away much for that. Our offensive line's good. We've got a good tight end. Maybe bring in another tight end now that we traded away dude's name that I can't pronounce. Actually, let's go see what's going on in free agency for the tight ends. And maybe even receivers as well. We have Scott Chandler, who I'm pretty sure is a run-blocking beast, but he is injured. I see that up in the top corner there, and his run block is not as high as I thought it was. Matt Spaeth has 78 run block. It's very slow, and his catching is not that high at all. And I really like sure-handed tight ends. This guy's run block is atrocious, so it looks like we're not going to get the best of both worlds in free agency. And he's a 64 overall, man. I don't know if we're going to find a tight end. Oh, Andrew Corliss is down here. Oh, man, he's fallen off with the older he's gotten. Holy cow. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to go trade for a tight end. I don't think one is just going to be handed to us here in free agency. But let's go ahead and check out receivers as well. We've got a few old guys here. Let's just see if any of them are... Do we have any burners in the free agency? We have this Corey guy. He's a 64 overall. Not really interested. There's no fast... semi-high overall receivers. Our fastest receiver is Lewis Murphy, and he's injured. This guy's a 71 with 89 speed. What is your catching? Oh, but his catching's not very good, man. Leonard Hankerson, not really interested in that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what catching, if there's any sure-handed guys. We've got this guy out here. He is a 63 overall. We've got Roddy White. 83 speed, 87 catching. His catching traffic's pretty low. We might just bring him in just to have, but for 2.6, no, I lied about that too. I don't think we're going to bring anybody in here. I don't think there's really any other positions that we need to fill. AJ Hawk might be a good guy to bring in. Yeah, but I'm not seeing any positions that we need to fill that are having guys jump out to me here. Yeah, no, none of this is looking good. So we're going to go ahead and end off this rebuilding part episode right here with those 3 big trades that we've made to help shore up the defense. Hope to see you guys next time when we come back with our second preseason game against the Texans, the Houston Texans. Hopefully we can come out with another win in that. Looks like they won their first preseason game, so it should be a good game. Yeah, guys. Hope to see you next time. Peace.